The Senate moves to restore funding stripped from schools, fighting to let small businesses keep more of their own profits, plus a strong message for life. This week from the Ohio Senate. It's called TPP, or Tangible Personal Property Tax, and the Senate voted to restore most of that funding back to schools that was removed from a budget veto.
As we look at a holistic school funding formula based on funding kids, in the short term, we're okay to smooth that transition, but the transition needs to occur, and this attempts to balance those two interests.
As the TPP phases out, the Senate plan restores 96% of the funding lost in the budget veto. The Senate also passed an amendment clarifying the intent of this spring small business tax cut. No taxes on the first $250,000 of revenue, then a 3% flat tax on any amount over that.
The exciting thing is we're taking a step into a flat tax arena, which allows people to grow businesses and benefit from doing that, paying the same tax going forward. And the important thing is $250,000 below, the first $250,000 is tax-free. So you've got a lot of dollars to reinvest into your business, to add another employee, add another branch, an outlet, to grow companies and growing Ohio's economy while we do it.
Businesses in rural Ohio also got some help from the Senate with the Ohio Rural Jobs Act. It's a $75 million tax credit plan targeted at small business and agribusiness, designed to help them expand and hire more people. And the credit doesn't kick in until the business shows it's still in business for 2 years.
If you look at what 100 jobs can do to a community, it's mind-boggling what it can do. As far as restaurant usage, as far as hotels, as far as new homes being built, as far as new taxes, it's just amazing.
A strong message for life from the most pro-life Republican caucus in modern history. President Faber's bill defunding abortion providers in Ohio passed following the national release of a disturbing video showing Planned Parenthood employees talking about the sale of fetal body parts. A little more than $1 million a year will now go to more than 400 organizations providing women's health care services, including mammograms and ultrasounds.
There's almost a 25-to-1 ratio between access to women's health care and Planned Parenthood centers. So for every one Planned Parenthood center, there's 25 other facilities that provide women's health care. What this bill does is it moves the money out of Planned Parenthood facilities as a preference into all the other facilities to provide access to women's health care. Dollar for dollar. No reduction. In fact, the Republicans in the Senate voted to increase in this last budget an additional $45 million, literally 45 times the amount of money that was at issue going to Planned Parenthood for women's breast cancer and cervical cancer screenings.
And to follow all the latest developments in legislation pending in the Ohio Senate, visit our social media pages. That's at Ohio Senate GOP, at Ohio Senate GOP, or also on the web. It's ohiosenate.gov/Republicans. I'm John Fortney from the Ohio Senate.